With only a handful of games remaining in the 2017 season, the Rutgers faithful continues to fill the rack and support Steve Pikiell's Scarlet Knights, the #1 rebounding team in the Big Ten.
Sanders attacks, throws it up, no. The putback, Sanders got it with 1 second left.
And Coach C. Vivian Stringer's team, which stands together as a family and continues to work diligently on the banks.
We have a personality like little sister, big sister, kinda. You got those players, like, although they're young, you know, they kind of step in and want to play that big sister role.
If we're just in our rooms or something, we're together in the locker room, we're cheering. We want each other to do their best.
Redshirt junior Deshawn Freeman has embraced his role as team captain, displaying leadership qualities and exhibiting the hard-nosed play that Rutgers is quickly becoming known for.
Hard work on 3, 1, 2, 3.
You know, we're saying we're going to work night and day because we got one agenda, and that's win.
Progress doesn't happen overnight. It takes hard work, dedication, and total commitment. The Scarlet Knights are showing that each and every day. And even with the tremendous support of their coaching staff, the university, and the state of New Jersey, the players understand that the motivation to be great comes from within and with a little friendly competition from teammates.
He doesn't like to lose. You know, he has that, hey, look, I got to beat you. I'm not going to stop till I win. You know, I like that. You know, I like the sense of competition he has.
All this and more is coming up next on the Rutgers basketball story.
Rutgers basketball, 1, 2, 3. Rutgers basketball. Good job.
This state, this place, is built on history, on the sacrifices of men and women who came before them.
Gets it off at the bar! He ties it up!
The Washington Mystics select Kalia Copper from Rutgers University.
Their stories are written on the court, this weight room, and in these classrooms.
1, 2, 3, dance!
Oh, bring it in.
Let's
all right,
go, fellas.
On 3, dance. 1, 2, 3.
Dance.
Good job. Good job, again. Good job. I love it. I love it. I love it.
These teams, these coaches, their story is still being written in an historic new era for Rutgers athletics, defying all expectations and building for greatness.
Be tuned in.
This is the Rutgers basketball story.
Wednesday night hoops from Piscataway, New Jersey.
On February 22nd, the Scarlet Knights hosted Michigan in a tough conference matchup.
We're going to really have to battle and compete here today, and hopefully we'll carry over our competitiveness from the last game.
Hey, let's go, y'all. Y'all know we got to play 40 minutes. 40 minutes on 3. 1, 2, 3. 40 minutes.
After dropping a tight game at Northwestern, Rutgers was hungry for a win.
Deshawn Freeman for 2.
Deshawn Freeman leads by example and let the Wolverines know early that the Scarlet Knights came to battle.
2 early buckets for Deshawn Freeman.
Whether he was finishing at the rim or behind the arc,
stepping back, he's going to have to let it go, and he hits it.
The redshirt junior captain put on a show for the Riot Squad with 9 first-half points.
Sanders here, able to turn the corner, downhill with a head of steam.
They try to go inside again, and it works. Nigel Johnson and 1. But you saw it, 16 points against Northwestern. Before that, career high 23 against Purdue. So he has been white hot for the Scarlet Knights. Inside Donnell, picking it off the deck. Ooh, he had it pinned against the glass. What a block by Jonathan Laurent, and the basketball belongs to Rutgers. Freeman this time with a shot fake, and that helps him get to the basket around DJ Wilson.
there's no question he is the right person for this job at Rutgers.
Despite showing great fight, RU was down 7 at the half.
Let's go! Good points out there! Execute when it's time to execute! 20 minutes, that's all we gotta do. Let's go! Finish on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hit it!
Athletic, but can't finish it.
It was the contest that made that opportunity possible for Rutgers in transition.
Speaking of in transition, Corey Sanders from downtown.
The second half was a test of will as much as a test of talent. Michigan opened up a 10-point lead, but the home team showed great tenacity and stormed back.
Williams with a big 3 from the wing.
I've been impressed with Williams tonight.
That pressure's been disruptive. It's disruptive again. Jonathan to a win with a two-handed flush. Johnson, he's been heating up. And he knocks it down. Nigel Johnson from long range. It's a 2-point game. Rutgers searching for that first lead since the 18-minute mark of the opening half. And they've got that lead.
Corey Sanders and Nigel Johnson continued their recent exceptional play. Each scored in double figures. And Mike Williams was all over the court, scoring 14 points and grabbing 8 boards. Whether through determination, talent, coaching, or a combination of all three, these Scarlet Knights have shown their competitive fire in the heat of Big Ten play. This team never quits, and their effort has been noticed. It's a sure sign they're on the right track.
And Rutgers is going to come out on the short end. What they haven't come out on the short end, be it tonight or throughout the course of this evening, or this season rather, Brandon, has been in the effort department.
Hard work on 3, yo. 1, 2, 3. Hard work, 3, yo. 1, 2, 3. Hard work on 3, yo. 1, 2, 3.
You know, we're saying we're going to work night and day because we got one agenda, and that's win. Me and Nigel always go at it. You know, if I had to just line anybody up to play one-on-one, it'd just be Nigel, because I know that we're gonna both work hard to beat each other.
We used to play pretty much almost every day. Sometimes we'll come in here at night, and I remember one day we played 17 games straight, a one-on-one.
I like to play John, because we really go at it and we really like talk a lot of trash.
A little competition, you know, same position, so we just go at it sometimes. Eugene, he doesn't like to lose. You know, he has that, you know, hey, look, I gotta beat you. I'm not gonna stop till I win. You know, I like that. You know, I like the sense of competition he has. It's a big, strong, physical league. Just keep on going harder in practice. You know, we still have things that we need to improve on.
It's hard work. You know, we can't take no days off. You know, as he came aboard, we all just bought into the program, trying to be better every day.
Toughness, 1, 2, 3. Toughness.
Keep on taking steps every day to get better and better.
Hard work on 3, yo. 1, 2, 3. Hard work.
There's Steve Michael, who did such an outstanding job in 11 years at Stony Brook.
Already changing the culture here at Rutgers.
He has turned out to be. The folks here in Piscataway are excited about this man.
We're going to make these kids better day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. We're going to tell them the truth. We're going to be honest with them. We're going to develop them. We're going to put in the hard work, and that's where it's at.
Me being a former player, looking back, you know, I'm grateful for the people that could relate to me. That's part of our job as well. Okay, we got to say, okay, how do the players react to this certain situation?
Greg Vitrone, player development coach.
Oh, that's my guy, Shoes. Shoes my man.
Shoes don't rock most of us here, man. Shoes been holding it down.
He's like the glue guy behind it. He kept the whole team together, especially when the new coaching staff came. He kept everybody here and kept us together. So he's the backbone behind everything.
Queens, New York. CYO kid. You know, my father had me in a CYO gym, 7 years old, and I've known nothing else. I've done nothing else but been involved in basketball for now over 30 years, so I've been very fortunate. You know, I didn't want to leave Rutgers because I saw the energy here. I saw the people there. In 2 years, I've met people that I know I'll be friends for my whole life. This is by far, for me, myself, the best coaching staff I've ever worked on, and I've worked on some pretty good ones. I've known Jay Young 30 years. Carl Hobbs and I have been in recruiting wars back in the days, and Brandon Knight, I used to work out as a young player, so it's just been unbelievable for me. For me personally, transition has been unbelievable.
It's a great dynamic we have in the office, and as far as from a basketball standpoint, everybody contributes. There's a wealth of experience up in that office right now, which is great for me being a young guy to learn from, and as well as the players to to learn from as well. I've known Coach for a while now. He recruited me out of high school, so I've known him probably since 2007. So we have a great relationship. I had a great relationship as a player for him, and that kind of continued after I graduated, went overseas to play, and then came back and he hired me, and I'm extremely grateful for that opportunity that he gave me. And I grew up in Scotch Plains, which is 20 minutes from here. I remember coming to the RAC when I was in middle school, and Quincy Doobie and Hervé Lamazan are playing, and the place was rocking. The fans would come out. It was loud. It was a great environment, energetic. We're slowly building back up to that, and that's where we want to get the program back to.
This is an exciting time to be at Rutgers. You know what they've been able to do, and not just in raising the money and building a building. It's far greater than that. It's the enthusiasm that's with it. It's the passion that's with it. The people that are here love Rutgers.
The Big Ten is such a great league, and we're in such a great area in New Jersey here. You have the city close, the beach is close. We can do some special things here, and the department is so behind us that it's only a matter of time before we get there.
Rutgers basketball, 1, 2, 3.
Rutgers basketball.
Good job.
Deshawn Freeman, Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Feel me? Hey, man, yo, shout out. Hey, all right, man, we in here, man.
Hey, shout out to South, man.
It's game
Shout
day,
out to
baby.
South.
Game day, baby.
First started playing basketball in the 3rd grade. Never played no city or nothing like that. Just tried it out and started liking basketball since then.
So walk away right here. Right. Walk away.
Hey, it's walk away, man.
Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Sanders to Freeman, and he slams it home.
Wow, there's Freeman again. And one for Freeman. Good defense, not giving up anything easy. Nice turnaround right hand by Deshawn Freeman, the captain, top rebounder, but he also gives them 11 points per game.
Almost turned over. Now it was turned over. The numbers are there. Freeman running the floor. Oh, the breakout. And Deshawn Freeman flushes it. He's got 6.
I think Coach Pico is a great coach. Started learning a lot more about him this year. Kind of thought about it when he first got here, whether I should stay or not, and he showed me, that this is a place for me.
Yo, let's see what kind of toughness he's got. That boy Eugene.
Deshawn on his good days. He just knows how to get you into it when you're feeling bad or whatever like that. And he just got something about him that, when he's laughing and having fun, it's a good day. So I feel like, he's probably one of the biggest motivators on the team.
I got y'all, man.
And he just comes ready to play every single game. You just watch him, he want to go hard, just because you see him he's just consistent every game, every practice.
Respect us, respect each other, respect the game. Guys, play well, guys. Put in the hole, guys. Good luck.
Deshawn, captain. He knows how to be serious when it comes down time to be serious. He gets his guys to work hard. He steps up. Somebody's not having a good day in practice, he'll get into them a little bit, whether it's making them mad to get them to play harder, or just telling them straight up how it is. And I think he does a good job of that, and that's why he's our captain.
Just trying to get everybody, stay together, and I think we can do things this year.
Y'all already know, man. Let's get it, yo. Hard work on three, yo. 1, 2, 3. Hard work.
What is your biggest takeaway about this Rutgers win?
It was just solid from top to bottom on both sides of the basketball. See, Vivian Stringer had her team clicking on all cylinders.
See Vivian Stringer, 976 college wins, over 450 on the banks here at Rutgers. And Rutgers with arguably its biggest win of the season.
I just wanted to go somewhere where I felt at home and somewhere where I felt that I was gonna reach the full potential that I knew I was capable of, and I felt like Rutgers was that place. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3, down.
I wanted to come to Rutgers because of the way the team was. They were like a family, and that was something that I really wanted.
We have a personality like little sister, big sister, kinda. You got those players, although they're young, they kind of step in and want to play that big sister role.
If we're just in our rooms or something, we're together in the locker room, we're cheering. We want each other to do their best.
If you want a family, that's truly what we are. Our coaches are like big sisters to us, and Coach Stringer is just like the mother figure, and we're all just this family. That's really how it is.
Honestly, it's a proud sorority. The players have understood that it's not about just what they get. It's about giving to make others happy, to make others proud. It's really coming together and sacrificing maybe your game for your teammates. And it doesn't matter who gets the credit as long as we win. And goodness knows that when everybody gets together and plays as a team because they know where they came from, that's the most powerful thing in the world. Continue to be really grateful to the players that continue to come back and give back, that continue to come and talk to our players. And the teams, they might not know these players who were there 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but they know that as that player would say to them, I'm your sister. You might not know me, but I know what you've gone through.
Well, every day when we go in the locker room, they have WNBA players who came before, like Kat B, Matee, Piff, and it always says, honor those who come before you. And I feel like that's in itself is a lot, just to go in there every day and see what they've done for the program.
Coach Stringer always talk about your sisters and what they built here for us, the path that they paved for us. When you think about all that and it all comes into perspective, it's just you got this, you can do that.
Right now we rep Scarlet Knights, but that's not a name that we made. It's what the past players made.
Know who came before you, know who set this ground for you, there's a big timeline, you have a lot of people that you're playing for, and we all a family.
You want a family atmosphere. I feel like definitely that this is some place to be, whether it be the coaches care for you from the players. So I think we're very we're more into family here.
It's a sisterhood.
The state of New Jersey, Rutgers, standing proudly on the banks of the old Raritan for 250 years. There is history here. Rutgers basketball lives here at the Rack, a basketball arena like none other, a truncated pyramid which is louder than a 747. Fittingly, it is steeped in history, tradition. For the Scarlet Knights, that means honoring the past while building for tomorrow. The sleeping giant is awake now with boundless promise for the future. You're watching the Rutgers basketball story. Don't miss out on seeing the Scarlet Knights light up the Rack during these upcoming home games.